Hey guys, this is another episode of Scaling ScaleMate. I'm Halen Yules, the founder and CEO of ScaleMate, and this is where I'm building my business in public for the world to see, and I'm taking you guys along the journey with me.
Alright, so the good thing about these videos is I literally write dot points right before I'm about to start, and that's it. So who knows what I'm going to say, what direction I'm going to go, but I know a rough idea, so here we go. Went to a conference, went to Startup Grind in San Francisco. Was pretty good, I think. We had startups from, well, first of all, around the world, which was cool. Super early stage, like idea phase, like not even a deck probably, all the way up to like Series B, I would say. Some founders raised a bunch of money, some haven't, some have never done it before, second time, third time, fourth time founders, so big kind of broad swath. I did get to see a talk by the founder of Instagram, which was cool. That's like the good thing, about San Francisco is it attracts, the best people. So that was actually very interesting. Most talks people don't go, they keep it surface level. This one, he kind of did go one layer deeper in how he thinks about AI, which was interesting. So San Francisco in general, I think, is my expectations being Australian and not being there was like up here, like massive expectations of SF. And then I went there when I first moved to LA, I went up to San Francisco to see it. And I didn't realize, number one, how big it was. Like there's the Bay Area and then there's like Palo Alto and everything down here. And that distance is huge, which I didn't know. So I thought it would be very like tight-knit community. Everyone lives close, but it's not like that at all really. So that annoyed me. And then generally I think COVID, even though I'd never seen it before COVID, I think it did disperse everyone. People moved to Florida, they moved to Texas, they moved across the country, which I think has affected that community aspect of SF. Now, it's coming back, apparently, but a lot of people don't live there now. And if you're a founder, there's a lot of talent there, of course. It's like the hub. But there are other hubs throughout the country, Miami being one, Austin being one. So, Atlanta being one, where the universities are typically. So, all in all, good. I think I've got one major opportunity from it, but nothing too crazy. It was just a decent conference from a lead gen standpoint. I did get to meet one of my clients who's in the AI, like enterprise search space. Probably one of my best clients I've ever had, to be quite honest. Insanely good product, demos very well, founders switched on, raised a bunch of money, good space, just everything's lining up with them. We're talking about a bigger contract to scale up their operations in the US. Part of that is getting more of my team involved. So basically another salesperson, another GTM engineer, maybe something on the marketing side as well. So very interesting stuff. Very excited to hopefully get a longer term, bigger contract with them. We kicked off our first project last week with a legal tech platform. Haven't done legal tech before. I'm not running this one either, which is the first time that's happened. I have Alexi, who's part of my team, the head of go-to-market. She's running that. That's very interesting. It's not very often you work with someone or hire someone where I can give her very high level instruction of like, hey, this needs to get done, or I send a document, just say read it and do it. And it's like the trust is just there. Like she's a machine. She's an absolute gun. I feel like I found a diamond in the rough, to be honest. It's hard to find good people. So I feel very lucky that we got connected and she wanted to work for me. So that legal tech client out of Canada, super interesting space as well. A little bit further along in their journey, like we're just doing lead gen for them, specifically LinkedIn. And I think they went maybe through some troubles with lead gen, which happens, right? It's ups and downs, things break for no reason, you can't explain it. So we're helping them with that. We have a pretty big contract guarantee with them, but confident we'll hit it. We still haven't missed one yet. So my contracts all have we hit X number or we give you a full refund. So this one was just quite high is my point, but we have never had to give a refund. So, we always hit it. Now it's very interesting not running a project and just overseeing it. Like I'm not in the weeds of it. I don't know the details, but I'm like overseeing the entire thing just to make sure everything runs smoothly. So that's an interesting perspective, I guess. Luckily, I have a very good employee, so she's all over it. We did close another deal. That has made one a month for this year. This is in a new geography we haven't worked out of before, which is cool. They are a very switched on group. Again, they're a little bit further along in their journey to what we typically do. They're past Series A. They're in the fintech space. We've now done quite a bit of fintech work, which is an interesting market. A little bit different. So this sounds crazy, I know, but there's not much negotiation with our contracts. Like, it's very clear what we're delivering and for what price and what you can expect. And yeah, okay, people are like, hey, a little bit of a discount, but they don't usually negotiate per se. It's like, well, we can do it for this, so let's just do that. And it's never like a crazy number. And to be honest, most of the time, they don't even ask for that, which maybe that's a red flag for me. I should be charging more money. I don't know. But these guys did negotiate. They wanted a trial period, but it was a very well-paid trial for 3 months. The meeting number, the guarantee, all that was changing. There was a lot of fluctuation in that for various reasons. But we landed on a decent number. It's lower than what I would ever charge for sure. So to me, it is a paid trial and it's prove yourself, because I would never deliver a service for this cheap. But I have a lot of faith in this company and the people we're working with, because they're very switched on. They know their numbers. They have a good product. They've sold the product a lot. And it's an exciting market. So I am happy to take that haircut at the beginning and then hopefully have a longer term partnership into the future. So that's exciting as well. Then we did lose a GTM engineer, which was frustrating, but I get it. Here's where I think we went wrong. So GTM engineers are very sought after people in this world at the moment, especially with Clay experience. As soon as you have Clay experience, everyone wants to hire you, basically. So I thought strategically from a headcount perspective that I'd found a strategy that was like a cheat code. So my strategy was hire super young, hire with 6 months to a year of GTM engineer, SDR experience. Preferably they've touched Clay, been within Clay. They've got an idea of what Clay is. That person is highly motivated, willing to learn, and usually they're not 30 years old. They're more like 20, 21, right? Super young. So you can pay them a 21-year-old salary and train them, and then hopefully they stick around and become, a big part of the business, which I've seen half work in my business. So when I say half work, I mean they just didn't stick around for long enough, in my opinion. I'd rather retain them for longer. So where I think we screwed up and where I've now analyzed, and next time I'll do this. In the contract, we need to start with X dollars. They get a lot of experience within the first month, 2 months. Those skills that they learn and the workflows and the strategies and all that stuff, highly marketable. Everyone wants to know that, right? They can probably pitch the way I pitch now. They know the strategies we use that works to get leads right now. And then they also learn a whole bunch about Clay as well. So they can probably go get paid more, is my point. So they do, right? They go and they talk to people and they go, I can get paid this, and it's, X increase, which is fine. We're in a competitive world. I understand that. My next time hiring, and the thing I'm thinking about, is in the contract, I'll hire you for X dollars. And then in 3 months, if you hit performance metrics, you move up to this. In 6 months, you move up to this. Is that time frame right? I don't know. I still need to think about that. But I don't think I communicated that well enough, and there wasn't a clear path to growth, which is my fault completely. Take full accountability for that. So next time I hire, there will be a clear, this is the path to more money, and I think I'll be able to retain them for longer. So I've half cracked it. I think, moving forward, we can get better results with happier employees. So that's it. See you next time.